What's up, you all? Excuse my tardiness. I just got off work. So I'm racing here. I had to race here. Give me 1 second. Let me turn some lights on. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And I have lights. It's not so dark. All right, as I stated before, excuse my tardiness. And I don't have my phone on me, so I don't know who's all on or who's in the group chat. But I'm here, nevertheless. And I got an amazing treat for you. We're doing something really great, something nice. Some take it up a notch. We're doing crab stuffed salmon. For all you people out there, it is salmon. The L is silent. So it's salmon, not salmon. It's salmon. So I'm not doing a drink tonight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this thing on the road with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prep our salmon. And here, I just got some crab that I've already done. So I did it with some peppers, some parsley flakes, very few breadcrumbs, a little mayo, and egg just to bring this together. And so this is our crab, which is we're going to stuff this salmon with. But the first thing we're going to do, the other thing we're going to do, we're going to make a Burblunk sauce. And to make a Burblunk sauce, we need a shallot. 1 second, let me get a garbage bowl. How y'all doing out there? I'm tired as ever. I mean, I just made it in from a long day. Just made it in from a long day of being on the site all day. For those of you that don't know, I also run a roofing company. So that's what I do. I own a residential and commercial roofing company. And my season has pretty much picked back up. We're out there back in the field doing things. There was a crazy winter, and the reason my season has picked up because of the crazy winter we've had here in Chicago. Now, if you stay here in Chicago, you know the type of winter we had. Over the month of February, we had about 32 inches of snow dropped on us in about a few weeks. Now, normally, here in Chicago, we get about 32 inches throughout the entire winter, starting from November through end of February, sometimes mid-March. All depends, Chicago. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to chop this salad. This shallot. And you all be careful when you cut these shallots. So as I said, we're making a Burblunk sauce, and it starts with, and the Burblunk sauce is pretty much a French style sauce. It goes great with asparagus, it goes great with seafood. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a little bowl, so that's what we're gonna do. We're doing a nice Burblunk sauce. Bur meaning butter, blanc meaning white. So it is a nice white butter sauce. Now it's usually done with some red wine. Well, I mean white wine. It's usually done with white wine and vinegar and a little white wine vinegar. But I thought I had white wine, which I do. I have white wine here, but I don't want to open it because I'm not going to drink the white wine. Why? I'm not going to drink the white wine because I'm doing a keto. But back to my thing about, I always get off topic. It's crazy, right? I always get off topic. I do that. Forgive me. But going back to our winter series in Chicago, we had about 32 inches of snow dropped on us over the month of February in about 3 weeks. So it was a crazy amount of snow, and it caused my season to pick back up kind of rather early because people are calling, we have what you call ice damming. What ice damming is when the snow starts to melt, it turns into ice and it dams over the side of your building, over the side of your gutters. And what happens from that, it can, if your gutters are not properly installed or if they are not secure enough, it will cause your gutters to collapse. And so that's what I've been dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with now. A lot of clients whose gutters have collapsed, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I am doing that. So our ingredients tonight. We got some crab. We got some shallots. We got some heavy cream. We got some olive oil. We have asparagus. And the star of the show, we have some salmon. Right? I'm going to have to get some butter, but the butter has to stay chilled when you're doing a Burblunk sauce. So this butter needs to stay chilled. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep it in the fridge until we need the butter, because you can't use the thing that makes a Burblunk sauce comes together is the chilled butter. It has to emulsify with the cream. So that's one of the last things we're going to do. Now we got our salmon. And let me bring my gloves over here. We got our nice piece of salmon that we have skin on. We're going to do skin on, people. We are not going to cut the skin off of this. I like a nice, crispy skin. And so what we are going to do, we are going to, what's this that I see in the shot? The cream. We are going to cut this as so, right through, right? We got our piece of salmon. I'm going to do 2 of these because my daughter's here. And I know she's going to want to eat. Salmon is one of her favorites. My oldest daughter. And so, first thing we're going to do is at the thickest part of this is we're going to run our knife through the thickest part of this. And we want to make sure that it cuts half. You don't want to go all the way through. You just want to make sure that it cuts half of this, right? So that we got a nice pocket that's open. See that? We got a nice pocket that's open. And we want to make sure that this is cut evenly. And the reason we want to make sure this is cut evenly is because we want our salmon to cook evenly when we are doing this. Now, you don't have to go all the way to the end, but we want this open just enough, right? So that we have a cavity to stuff this. Boom. So, I have my crab, and what I am going to do is begin to stuff this with the crab. Boom. Just easy. You don't want to stuff it too much. Just like that. We're going to stuff this bad boy. just like this. So this is piece number 1, nice and stuffed. I don't know if you all can see that, but it's stuffed nicely. See that? Piece number 2, we are going to do the same thing. We are going to stuff this. Now, for the asparagus, I have my oven at 450 degrees with my sheet tray inside of my oven. For perfectly roasted asparagus, Tiffany asked, she the one requested I do asparagus, so hopefully she's on here and she can see what's happening. She requested that I do the asparagus. So for perfectly roasted asparagus, what you want to do, you want to preheat your oven at 450 degrees, right? Right. Preheat your oven at 450 degrees. And you stick your sheet tray in that oven. And I am going to show you what you are going to do with this asparagus. This is going to be rather quick. This is all we're doing. I'm on keto, so I can't have any rice. If you want, you could do rice with this. I could have done a cauliflower puree, which I usually do, but I'm not going to. I don't have time. It's a late start. And yeah, we're going to do what we are going to do. So my salmon is done. So next thing I am going to do is I am going to do my Burblunk sauce, right? My salmon is done. The stuff, I am going to sit these bad boys aside on this plate. 2 nice pieces of crab stuffed salmon, as you all can see. Nice, nice. Boom. I got that done. I am going to change this cutting board. So give me a second. I'll be back. And I'm also going to grab butter. Okay, I got some chilled butter, right? Boom, right. I got my chilled butter, and I got my trusty nothing in here. Switch it out for another one. How y'all doing? Shaquila S. Carter, Danielle Shante, how are you all on this evening? I appreciate you all tuning in. So, first thing we are going to do, I got a nice pan. Now, this usually calls for white wine vinegar. I don't have any white wine vinegar. So what I am going to do, I'm going to switch it up, and I am going to do a little rice wine vinegar. With this, which would be fine. And we are going to throw our shallots in here. And we are going to boil this until we have like a couple tablespoons. And then once this is almost boiled down to nothing, we are actually going to, that vinegar, gets in. Once this is boiled all the way down to probably like a tablespoon left, then we're going to add our cream. Not until then. We're going to add our cream. And the only thing we're going to season our salmon with, salt and pepper. Right? That's it. Salt and pepper, that's all we need. Nothing else. That's it. Salt and pepper. So how are you all doing out there? So I have not been on Facebook much. So trying to see what's the hot topic this week. What is the hot topic this week? What's been going on in the world of social media? What's going on, people, in the world of social media? What's the new thing? What's going on? What's the conversation piece? I know the interview with Harry and his wife. I know that was a thing. I did not see it. Those of you that saw it, I do plan on seeing it, want to see it, just to see what the hell was going on. Because I saw a lot of commentary on Facebook about it. So I am very interested in seeing what that was about. I really need to get my phone because I have no idea if you all are asking questions or not. I can't see anything. And so I got this boiling. Give me a second. I'm going to go grab my phone so I can see you all comments. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I can see you all. Now, we got this down to almost nothing. We're going to turn this down. We're going to open our heavy cream. And we're going to bring this up. We're going to bring this up to a boil. So we got our heavy cream and everything, our shallots, and we're going to bring this up to a boil. This is going to reduce. And that's when we're going to start adding the cold butter into here. The butter is going to help this thicken and all of that great stuff, right? Right. Ain't nobody said nothing. I see. Jake Williams, what's up? Shani, Chill, Hill, Keisha, how are you all this evening? So we got this going for our Burblunk sauce. We're going to bring this up to a boil. And as you can see, I'll show you what this looks like. It's kind of bright. Give me a second. All right, that's better. And I think you all can see this a lot better. Now, because that light is not shining directly on me, and that kind of sucked. Splashing cream all on me. It's a creamer. That's what she said. So I got my heavy cream going. Don't want to stir too vigorously. This is going. And what I am going to start doing, I'm going to open my butter. We are going to add this in a tablespoon at a time. I can smell the vinegar still, which is a good sign. And what we want to do, we want to turn this to low. Once it starts boiling, you just want to basically just swirl this butter in. One stick at a time. That's all we're going to do. Swirl the butter in. You're not going to mix it. You are just going to swirl this butter in. That's it. This is so freaking simple and easy. We're just going to swirl the butter in. And once the butter melts, then we're going to do it again. Add the next stick. This sauce is like it's a really nice, thick, rich French sauce. Tablespoon number 1. What happens is the butter helps to bring this down to temperature because our cream is hot. And by what we don't want to do, we don't want this too hot because what it will do, it will break the sauce. So that's why you want your butter, once your milk comes to a boil, you want to start tossing your butter in and swirl it around. That way it cools your sauce down. This sauce should not be hot. It should be nice and warm. Should not be hot. It should be warm. If it's hot, it is going to break. And what I mean by the sauce is going to break is that you will see the oil, you'll see the butter and the milk separate. And it'll look like curds. And we don't want curds, right? So we're going to do this one stick at a time and just swirl. Then what we'll do, we'll add some white pepper to this, and salt, and a little white pepper to season. But that's basically what we're going to do. This is a nice sauce for your for our salmon. If you want, you can take lemon zest, grate some lemon zest in here, and you money. And the next one, that's it. Mr. Keena, I need to make a drink tonight, man, because yeah, I had a late start, so I'm not drinking anything tonight. I would love to drink, but I'm not drinking anything tonight. What I might do is just sip on a little of Uncle Ernest. That's what I might do because it's been that kind of day. Just one stick of butter, LaWanda. Just one stick of butter. Michelle Edwards with the crab. Basically, the crab was very simple. Just take some lump crab meat, right? take some lump crab meat, throw some parsley in there, some chopped parsley, an egg, and a little breadcrumbs and some mayo. That's it. It is so simple with the crab, and you just want to pat it together until it comes together. That's all we're doing. And I usually just use the egg yolk because I want it nice and rich. I don't want the entire egg, so just the egg yolk into the crab. So our Burblunk sauce has come together. Give me a second. Got a little white pepper. And the reason you want to use white pepper in here, you don't want to use black pepper, because we do not want to see flakes of black pepper in here. Because in French cooking, when you're doing a white sauce, you want to use white pepper. And reason being is that we don't want it to look like roast droppings in our food, right? We don't want it to look like roast droppings in our food. So that's why we use white pepper. Let's taste this. Nice. I'm gonna add another stick of butter. I want it just a little more buttery. I want it a little more buttery. It's nice and creamy, but I want it buttery, more buttery. And like I said, this is going to come along well. Only thing I'll have to do is warm this up, and we're done. I taste that acidity from the vinegar, which you want. I taste the creaminess. I taste the shallots, the sweetness. It gives it a little sweetness from the shallots. And you get that nice smooth texture on the palate from the butter. Only need just a little salt. Don't need much. I like the way this tastes. I love the way it tastes, actually. And then we are going to set this aside. So we got that. Got some spoons, some more tasting spoons. Let's check this out. That's perfect. And so what I am going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to strain a little, because we don't want the shallots. We just want the white sauce. So I'm going to strain this. I'm not going to need a lot. So what I'm going to do is strain this into this pan, into the saucepan, and let it sit aside. And we can take the shallots and dump them in our garbage pail. There we go. I got a nice, thick sauce, Burblunk sauce. This is amazing. It's going to go great with the salmon. Trust me. I'm going to sit this aside until I need it again. So, next thing up is I'm going to remove this out of the way for a second. And I am going to go back, grab this, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do our asparagus. Now, asparagus. What I usually do, right there where this band is, I just usually chop right off. Boom. I just chop that right off. This is the tender part. This is where it gets tender at. This is what we want. We don't want the tough part. The tough part tends to get stringy. So I got everything about the same size, right? Put this down here. And this is what I am going to do. I am going to take my asparagus. I am going to put it in this pan, right? Boom. Then I am going to sprinkle a little olive oil on it, right? Some salt. Some fresh cracked pepper. This is easy peasy, y'all. Just that simple. Then I'm going to take a glove and I am going to toss this till it's nice and each stalk is coated nicely. So we got these coated real nicely. These are going to take about 5 minutes, actually about 3 minutes. That's it, about 3 minutes at 475 degrees. 3 minutes, 475 degrees. Let me give y'all the rundown for asparagus. For roasting any veggie. So the thickness of this, you see the thickness of this? These are not that thick. They're nice and sturdy, nice, medium size. You have the ones that are kind of fat. Those will take about 5 minutes. You have the really thin one. Those will take about 2 minutes. These will take about 3.5 minutes, no more. You don't want to cook these for 4 minutes. If you do, you're going to need Cialis. These are going to go limp real quick. 475 degrees, yes. We are roasting. We are not baking. Baking, we're at 350 degrees. We don't want to bake. We want to roast. Roasting is at 425 and up. I like to go 375 and up, we starting to roast. But we want to roast these really quick and really fast. So I say 475 degrees. You can go 450. You can even go 500. I go 475 degrees. My sheet pan is already in the oven, piping hot. So the only thing I have to do is toss these bad boys on there for 3 minutes and I'm done. That's it. That's all it takes to cook asparagus. If you're cooking asparagus longer than 5 minutes, you're gonna have limp asparagus. So, in the meantime, in between time, we're gonna let the asparagus sit right there and chill out. We're going to remove this. I gotta clean this floor anyways. So don't mind me sweeping stuff on the floor. It has to be cleaned anyways. So that's what we're gonna do with our asparagus. Now, we're coming back with this. And we got a nice hot pan. We do not want this pan hot though. We got a nice saute pan. We want to oil this pan generously, right? Yes, right. We want to take we're going to season our salmon with a little salt, generously, with some salt, and some fresh cracked pepper. Then we are going to flip these over and we are going to repeat the same thing. But we want to dry this skin off. We want this skin nice and dry, right? Why do we want this skin nice and dry? We want this skin nice and dry because if it's wet, it's not going to be crispy. right? It's not going to be crispy. So we want the skin nice and dry. And so what we're going to do now, we can add a little oil to this. We can rub this oil in. The oil is going to help this get nice and crispy too. I go through a lot of paper towels, y'all. So we're going to season the skin with a little salt and some pepper, right? That's all we need, salt, pepper. Now, we don't want our pan piping hot, but we want it hot. Because this is what we are going to do. We are going to, that shouldn't have happened. And what you want to do, you want to hold this down so that it doesn't rise up. I always do this away from me too. That first one was a fluke. That's what I love about live TV. And what I do is I hold this down because what happens, this starts to crinkle up. We don't want this to crinkle up. Now that we got that going, we are good. So we are going to let this pan sear for about 3 minutes. I want to start seeing this color. I like my salmon about medium. I don't want it over medium. I don't want it anything over medium. I like it medium. So we're going to do this about 2.5 minutes on each side, right? 2.5 to 3 minutes on each side. Then we're going to hit that salmon. We're going to hit the side of that crab, and we're going to finalize this. We're not going to put our asparagus in the oven yet. Our asparagus do not go into the oven yet and reason being, asparagus is only going to take 3 minutes to cook. So we want both these to be ready at the same time, right? At the same damn time, like the song. Yes. One of the things we need is a fish spatula to help flip these bad boys. We are not going to touch this. We want that skin to be nice and crispy. Want that skin nice and crispy. It's getting there. That skin is getting there. Nice and crispy skin. Let me see if you all are asking any questions, and I can answer some questions for you all while we're doing this. Let's see. Yep. So now we want to flip our asparagus because now this skin is nice and crispy. I wish you all could see just how nice and crispy this skin is. This is going to be our presentation side. I want you all to hear something. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but let's see. That skin is nice and crispy. Yeah. That skin is amazing. So now, this has been going for about a minute. Now I can take my asparagus and put it in the oven. That's what I'm about to do. Asparagus going into the oven for 3 minutes. Use a timer. Set a timer, people. Always remember your timer. All right, now that this is gone, now we want to flip this on this side. Boom. And we want to hit that side of the crab for a second. Give me a second, I need to clear some stuff. Boom. We got that done. Sear this side for about 30 seconds, and we are all done. Boom, you see that nice browning? But we want to flip this over on here because like I said, skin side is our presentation side, right? This is all done. We're gonna let this rest a while. We're done with this. So, we want our salmon to rest a while. We got about 2 minutes for this to rest. I can take this, put it up. In the meantime, I'm going to take a couple plates, put them in the oven. You got everything ready to go. Take some wipes. Wipe my station down. Our asparagus, I hear bleeping, beeping. So that means our asparagus is ready. So our asparagus is ready. And what you want to do is you want to remove this asparagus from here immediately because that stops the cooking. And with this, I am going to take our asparagus is done. I'm going to take some cheese and just throw over this. This is a 3-blend cheese, some Parmesan, some Asiago, and one to the more. And so, there we go. Here we go, our asparagus. Boom. Easy, simple, quick. Let me show you guys something. You see that? That's how you want your asparagus to be. Pretty good. It should still have a bite to it. Perfect. We got our plates. Plates are nice and warm. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way, because what I have to do is I have to heat, warm up. We want this really low because we want to warm this sauce up. We don't want this hot. We want to warm it, because if we get this hot, it is going to break. We do not want this to break. We just want to warm this up. Yum, yum. Not quite. It's getting there. We want this warm. Our plate is kind of warm. We want this to cool down a little, because even a hot plate will break your sauce off. You just want to warm this up. This is our Burblunk sauce, which is going to be for our salmon and our asparagus. It's almost there. This sauce is good, people. This sauce is money. Nice, buttery, creamy, and delicious. Has that acidic bite to it, component to it, rather. This is it. You can turn this off. You can see, smoking, so it's nice and warm. I can put this up. We are going to start plating. What did I do? Give me 1 second, people. So, I'm going to take my asparagus and I'm going to lay it right here as such. Let you all see me plating. Get this stuff out of the way. I got my asparagus here. I got my nice piece of salmon here. Just like that. And then I got my nice Burblunk sauce that I am just going to spoon right over the back. And just like that. Boom. This is going to go good with this asparagus too, y'all. Simple, just like that. Then we want to get nice and fancy. We can add some microgreens to this. Right to the end where the sauce is. Add a few microgreens to this. And boom. We're legit ready to go. All right. Let's go in. So, here we go. Nice crab stuff. Asparagus. This is the crab stuff. Salmon with a nice Burblunk sauce. And roasted asparagus with cheese. Let's go for the asparagus. Dip it in that Burblunk sauce. Mmm. Oh yeah, this is money. Mmm. Yo. That's definitely money. Now, get this nice crispy skin on this salmon. Hey y'all. Yo! This is fire. This is fire. Let me get in. Get some of that crab. You stuffed with the crab, right? I want to get some of that sauce. What I'm gonna actually do is take some of this sauce and spoon over here like that. And I'm going. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. This is motherfucking delicious. I'm trying to tell y'all, look. Y'all hear that crunch from that asparagus? Still nice and tender. This, y'all hear that? This is money. I'm going with some more of the sauce. This sauce is fire. I gotta dip it. You know what? I'm not about to tease y'all like this. This is dinner. This is good. Everything I have to have has to be diet. This diet Snapple tea, this peach tea, man, fire too. I've been on these bad boys. These bad boys are fire. Yo. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm about to enjoy the rest of this. So, I'll see you all next Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Look, I love what I do. I come here every Tuesday. I do this because I enjoy it. What up, Lance? What up, bro? I do this because I enjoy it. I spend my own money on this. They're not giving me anything to do this. I do this because I love it. And I love watching you all's reaction when you make these dishes and rave about these dishes and come back and post and tag me to these dishes. That is the joy that I get out of this. Nothing else. That is what I love. So I'm going to keep coming to y'all every Tuesday, except for if I'm on vacation. Now, there might be some times where I am on vacation and I'm in an Airbnb and I can do some stuff for you. I can come live on a Tuesday for you. I will try to do those as well. But in the meantime, when I'm at home, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to give y'all the best of me. All right? Salute. Peace out.